as a delivery driver for DoorDash, Uber Eats, or even GrubHub, do wait times at restaurants drive you like absolutely crazy? Because in the back of your mind, you're saying, I could be making so much more money. Well, you're not alone, but the bigger question is, how long is too long to wait at a restaurant when time is definitely money?
All right, before we get into today's video, just want to say special thanks to Para and the Gig Driver Forum, where it is the one and only community chat forum for multi-apping, is the talk of the town. Multi-appers and drivers of high-paying niches are discovering all things gig delivery. Talk about DoorDash, GrubHub, Uber, Uber Eats, Instacart, Spark, Lyft, Courier, medical delivery, and everything gig. While you're on the Para app, if you haven't tried ParaWorks yet, make sure you do so. Their catering delivery gigs pay up to $50 an hour. Check the link in the description below. Now let's get back to today's video.
Welcome back, everyone. I am Kim from Kim's Side Money Plans, and I'm here for the RideShare Guy. As a delivery driver, how we make our money relies on how many orders we can complete in an hour, in a day, even in a week. Ask yourself this. How many deliveries can you complete in just 1 hour on a consistent basis? Go ahead, put it in the comments right now. Let's face it, how many deliveries we complete per hour relies on how quickly we can pick up and drop off. We are the complete saying, time is definitely money. How many deliveries you can complete will determine ultimately how much money you can make, whether you're full-time or part-time. It works both ways. When something as simple as a restaurant being delayed, it can cost you time and money combined. But how long should you truly wait at a restaurant? That is a very good question. Well, we're going to cover this and more, but you're going to want to stick around until the end because I'm going to rank all 3 food delivery apps and which one has the worst wait times at restaurants. I can't wait to hear your opinion on this too. So let's dive right into wait times and how long you should wait, and also some tips when you do find yourself aggravated and waiting. Before we even start, each app has their own cancellation policy, so make sure you familiarize yourself with it so you don't cancel too many times and get yourself deactivated. That would be absolutely horrible. When I first started DoorDash, I didn't even know you could cancel until a very kind DoorDash driver came up to me because he saw me waiting and said, you know it's okay to cancel. And I was like, really? And he said that with DoorDash, you get deactivated if you fall under 80%. So what are you waiting for? I felt so freaking stupid. But it was all good because it really helped me in the long run and understand the platform even better to help me make more money. Everyone has their own, let's call it, tolerance on how long they can wait at a restaurant. Personally, mine is 10 to 15 minutes and I am out that door. But it also depends on how big the order is. If I know the order will be and has the potential to be big, I'll wait pretty much any time as long as it's worth the money. For example, if it's only a $6.75 order, it's only worth 10 to 15 minutes of my time. But the other day I took an order for a restaurant I know always runs late, and I'm like, oh, should I take it? No, I take it, and I took it. But I took it because it was a regular customer of mine. Well, with this order, I waited over 40 minutes, and that's after the restaurant kept saying 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Well, 10 minutes turned into 40 minutes. But anyway, When I took the order, the face value was $19 plus. So if I spent an hour on the face value for $19, it wasn't the worst thing in the world. Well, in this case, it paid off because it ended up being $46. Hello. Time is definitely money, and you need to make your own decisions if you want to cut your losses because you're losing money instead of making it, or you keep it because it will help you get to your goals quickly. Those are some of the things that you have to weigh when you're doing your decision making. It's ultimately a decision that you personally will have to make as your own business owner. Technically, there is no wrong decision. I think at some point we have all made that mistake that we are kicking our own selves knowing we should have canceled probably 10 minutes ago. And that's when you learn from a lot of mistakes that you made as a delivery driver. But don't worry, you still made money at some point. But what can you do if you find yourself waiting on an order? Well, yeah, make friends with the restaurant or hostess because kindness goes a long way. And if they get to know you personally over time, they can get your orders out quickly. Next, try and get realistic wait times that the restaurant thinks the order will be done. And don't be that annoying driver, but follow up every so often to see the progress of your order. Next, communicate with your customers so they know that there's a delay. This is a little hint. Sometimes if you communicate updates to the customer and really inform them of what's going on, they could possibly increase your tip. This has happened to me several times, and now I ensure I do it every time with almost every customer just for the potential. Will it happen every time? Absolutely not. Will it happen a little bit of the time? Yes. Next, not sure you want to cancel your order because you don't have another one in the back burner? Well, no worries. If you are a multi-apper and have other apps, turn them on while you're waiting. If you get a better or comparable order, you know what? Take it and then cancel the order you're on. It makes your decision to cancel that much more easier. And lastly, keep a mental note or keep notes in your phone what restaurants always run behind. Put some of them on your no list so you stop taking orders from the restaurants until they turn themselves around so you're not wasting your time in the future. Let's talk cancellation rates real quick because they have the potential to kind of get you in trouble. I have to put a disclaimer out there. Don't go canceling an order just to cancel an order. Know the app you're working and their policies. They're all different. And also know your own metrics in each one of these apps. And if canceling is something you can do it to still make your money. And also keep your wheels moving. You also have to be careful, especially on platforms like DoorDash, because cancellation rates can affect programs you might be interested in or already a part of, like the tier program or even the large order program. I personally have to keep mine for DoorDash above 95% to stay in the large order program. I know we all have our favorite food delivery apps and we can all debate all day which one is better. But if you had to rank each app, DoorDash, Uber Eats, and GrubHub, based on pickup times, how would you rank them from best to worst? I'll start with my ranking and you can leave yours in the comment section. I can't wait to see if we agree or even disagree. So here are mine from best to worst. So number one, Uber Eats, in my opinion, have always had the best wait times in almost every restaurant. Very little do I have to wait, and they dispatch their drivers at the appropriate times. However, things to be aware of. If they give you an add-on while you're going to the restaurant or you're just pulling into the parking lot, most times you might have to wait because the restaurant might have just gotten that second order. My number 2, DoorDash is on time for most restaurants, but there are many times that restaurants still use the excuse, I just got the order. How many times have you heard that? Anyway, whenever I hear that saying, I just cringe because, it's not true. But anyway, moving on to the last one, GrubHub. Years ago, they were absolutely horrible to the point where whenever I got an order, the minimum wait time was 10 to 15 minutes at every single restaurant. But most times the pay was definitely worth it. Well, fast forward today, base pay decreased. Shocker. But hey, the wait times got better by far, but there are still times, even just for 5 minutes, you might have to wait at some restaurants. Sometimes wait times have nothing to do with the platform and it's just a restaurant issue, and that's when you put them on your no list. So bottom line, when you find yourself sitting and waiting and thinking about how much you're trying to achieve per hour, and if really thinking, is this order going to help me make money, or is it really making me lose money by waiting? The decision is completely yours. Just don't be afraid to make that decision and make it pretty quickly so you're not on the losing end of things, especially when it has potential to slow your hustle. You never want to slow your hustle. Go out and go make your money. So let me know, how long do you wait for an order at a restaurant? What is your time limit? And do you have restaurants specifically that you avoid just because of wait times? Don't forget to leave it in the comments. Are you new here? Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Make sure all those notifications are turned on so you know when all the latest videos come out. Looking for more food delivery content? Don't forget to check out this video right here, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.